ready for some NBA action. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Chris Middleton.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game. Other times to take a toll. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Now, look at Dallas' starting lineup. Big men on the floor for him, early Washington and Gafford. Max Jersey out there with Black. And it's Marshall in at the three, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Torrey is out there with Demon. And it's Claxton in at the five, roaming the paint. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Here's Demon. Fires the three. A rebound by Washington. Now here's Gafford. Pass the flag. Back to Gafford. Oh, and the jam by Gafford.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's Demon. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outing good.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Pass the flag. And Flag throws it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Here's Demon. Last game we saw him score 13. Here's Torrey. Green by Claxton. Clock at 6. Pulls up. Torrey can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Christie. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The Nets are gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. So, Greg for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean. So at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a ace. He's got some talent.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Washington. Good defense by Claxton. Here's Torrey. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Pass the flag. There's the pick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay for the line.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Torrey. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's a good screen. Down low. And he shoots it with authority.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now, here's Marshall. Still yet to score. Here's Flag. Dallas again missing.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Clowney. He's covered by Washington. Demon and the three off target. Mavericks trail by 4. Marshall passes to Christie. Here's Flag. Christie with the screen for Flag. Intercepted. To the middle. Claxton the pass to Porter. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Here's Demon. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Dallas has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Marshall. Washington sets the pick for Marshall. Over in the corner, Christie. Now Washington. Dallas again missing. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's the pick. Right wing. Here's Demon. No good from the wing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Christie. Scoreless thus far. Dallas, no good that time either.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the miss.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Williams. Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton, and there's Klay Thompson. And it's Nembhard in at the 1 spot. Now here's Middleton. 25 points last game.
Ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most of any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nembhard with it, defended by Man. On the wing, Thompson. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Timeout. What poise from Thompson, not allowing for any distractions from his shot.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. checked in for Bagley. Najee Marshall comes in for Thompson. And Flagg subbed in for Williams. The Nets with the lead. Outside Porter. Pass to Toure. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now Flagg. Now here's Middleton. Here's Nembhard. And the Mavericks another three. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that can direct the floor and can control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go. I say in that conversation, Jason Kidd, but I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Gafford's checked in. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Porter. Pass to Toure. Back to Porter. The three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Now Gafford. Claxton covering. And the rejection by Claxton. Porter looking it over. Finished off by Porter.
He just so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Pass to Marshall. Top of the key, Washington. Claxton with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Uses the glass. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Get loud, fans. You know what time it is. It's time for team fight.
Also making a switch. Christie's checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Washington passes to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Flagg missing.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Back to Porter. Pass to Toure.
Watch 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
From the arc. And again, it's Michael Porter. Porter's got the lead up to 7 for the Nets.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
From downtown, And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Talk about putting his team on his back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Christie. Now, here's Gafford. And a wide open look for Flag. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Porter, no luck. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Christie the pass to Gafford. Flag with it. He's got 9. A three-pointer off the mark. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Deming. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
He's just a natural scorer. He can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Pass to Christie. To the wing on the left. Here's Gafford. And the quarter ends with some sniper goals right there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, so close. Yes, so far. Give it up for our contestants.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And when you're down at the bottom of a list like this, always a tough place to be.
Yep, you could send some of those teams to Cancun right now.
Some aren't even good enough for Cancun. Where are they going, Kenny?
I don't know. Let me think. Galveston? Send them to Galveston.
Sounds like that might be a nice getaway. I'd like to get away from you two right now, as a matter of fact. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Mavericks.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Demon's out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Deming. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Traore can't hit. Traore's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Pass to Christie. Here's Flag over Deming. And it's Flag missing. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
Here's Christie. Still without a basket. Pass to Marshall. Now Washington for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Clowney. He's covered by Washington. Now Claxton. 6 to shoot. Pass to Clowney. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allen LaForce courtside. Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Flag sends a screen for Washington. Takes the three. Drills it from outside.
P.J. Washington.
Washington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Outside Porter. They get it back. Misses from close range.
Got enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Flag. Christie with the screen for Flag. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. And they'll keep possession. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Christie. No good on the three. Nets leading by 6. Here's Deming. And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
First personal foul.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the defense.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. The Mavericks also with the sub. Nemhard's checked in. Pass to Christie from outside the arc. Good on the triple.
Christie.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now Claxton, covered by Gafford. Here's Traoré. And it's in there.
Nolan.
Nets lead by 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Marshall sets a screen for Nemhard. Drives to the hoop. Christie has the open look. The three-pointer, no good.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Traoré. It's rebounded by Dallas. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Nemhard. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
More than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
All right, fans. It's time for the dance stand. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Take it, baby. Take it. Let's go. No thanks. Next. You're on the big screen. That's what you wish for.
Now to check out some numbers for Najee Marshall.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here's Nemhard. 1:14 left in the third. Bagley the pass to Nembhard. Over Demon. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Wolf. From outside, off the mark. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Up top, Nembhard. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Demon. Bagley against Sharp. Now Williams. Powell outside. Three-pointer. Nembhard grabs the board. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't come in for him. The fourth quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 6. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game.
Let's go. Turn it up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Chris Middleton is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. And that one's good by Porter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Williams attacking, and Williams slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And so it's Dallas with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Inside, knocks it loose, and stolen by Sharp. Powell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wolf. Bangs home the trifecta. Wolf got himself going there. His first points in the game on the deep ball. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away by his team. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Shaw. And Dallas also making the switch. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here's Williams. Pass to Wolf. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Claxton the pass to Portland. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. His court awareness is really impressive.
Point three, Middleton. Porter pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's the three. Falls right in. He was 8 for 11 with that shot.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Thompson, beyond the arc, and down goes the three.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez.
Timeout.
He knows every possession is critical now.
And your next U.S. game. Please give us a
And Denning subbed in for Williams. Dallas making a switch here. Here's Claxton.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And that one falls for Claxton. And Claxton drops them both. Mavericks trail by 13. Flag. Porter pulls it down. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. Fires the three. Flag with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit
Can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 13. Jacks up a three. Down he goes for three.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Rocket 6. Outside, Christie. Launches it. Now Washington. Now Flag. Lets loose a three. Claxton with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first two.
And one of the key components of this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Michael Porter.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Here's Marshall. Michael Porter making his last shot. Pass to Flag. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitutions on the court.
.11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Man with it. And so it's pretty easily grabbing this one. They poured it on net. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best.
Please
being
drive home safely.
no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Michael Porter.